Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Sorry to sign on so late. Tried to do too many things this morning.
That's okay. I get it. You might hear my dogs bark for a minute. Usually, when they hear me start talking, they're like, "Who's here?" But they'll stop in a
That's
second.
cool. Mine may come down and join us. He likes down dog.
I love it. Yes. I'm like, eventually, I'll have a yoga studio named Down Dog and have dogs
Right.
and stuff. Yeah, I love it. What is your name?
Barbara,
Barbara. I'm Zoe. I'm subbing for Katie today.
thanks for doing this.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for being here. She said to give it a few minutes after 12, just because sometimes people join just a few minutes after or so. So yeah,
Yeah.
cool. How long have you been doing yoga for?
Um, Probably maybe 4 years.
Cool, that's
Maybe
awesome.
maybe a little bit longer. I started because I'm kind of older and
Yeah,
I had back pain from arthritis, and it just made all the difference in the world. So I kind of kept with it. And this
nice.
Zoom idea, it just makes it so if I'm rushing around last minute, I don't miss a class.
Totally. That's nice. Yeah. This is actually my first time ever teaching on Zoom. So I'm excited. I've done like a little bit in my yoga teacher training, but it's nice to kind of dive in and teach over Zoom and kind of try something new a little bit. So
Well, good,
yeah.
good.
She told me today is a little bit more of like a power flow advanced. Is that what you guys are used to?
I guess it says restore, but we'll do whatever you want.
Okay, well, I definitely planned something more advanced.
Okay,
But yeah, I'll incorporate some restore in there as well.
good.
I'll give it one more minute and then we'll start.
Okay, that sounds fine. No, we don't always follow the what's on the email list to the schedule. We don't
Oh,
always follow it, but
okay,
it just
cool.
depends. Like some people will get on and say, "Oh, I need some hamstring work," and that's what we'll do.
Yeah, totally. Are you feeling more like restore or are you
No,
feeling
I
like
don't care. I'm up.
cool, awesome? Okay, well then what I'll probably do is I have my mat back here with me and hopefully you'll be able to see me the whole time. Can you see
Okay.
the mat and if I'm back here?
Okay.
Up a little bit too. So yeah, I'll mainly face this way so you can see most of my body movements. But
Okay.
for some of it, I'll face towards you so you can see me as well. But
Got
okay,
it.
so we will get started. We're just gonna start sitting and you can face the top of your mat and we'll kind of just start by tuning in a little bit, tuning into our breath. So as soon as you get seated comfortably, go ahead and close your eyes, bringing your hands to your knees, and just allowing yourself to drop in. Taking a deep inhale through your nose, filling all the way to the top. Exhale, letting it all go. Continuing with these deep belly breaths here. As you inhale, feeling your belly rise. Exhale, feeling how the breath feels to be fully released. And just continuing this breath at your own pace. I want you to tune into your senses here. What does the breath feel like as you take an inhale on your nose? Are there things around you that you can hear? You can smell? Maybe becoming aware of how your hands feel resting upon your knees. Allowing ourselves to take this next 60 minutes throughout our day to really give back to us. To thank yourself for showing up and setting aside time for you. To move your body. To just breathe. So continuing here with a few more breaths before we begin to move. On your next exhale, drawing your hands down towards your root chakra, towards the base of your spine here, and just facing your palms up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, begin to draw your palms up alongside the front of your body. As you reach to the point in between your eyebrows, your third eye, extend your arms out in front of you, reaching out. And drawing all the way back down to that base root chakra. Continuing with this moving meditation here as you inhale, rising up the body. And exhale, reaching out, extending out in front of you. Now just continuing this moving meditation with your own breath. Allowing yourself to be fully connected to your body, to your practice today. A few more times here. One more together as you inhale, rising up the body, extending out in front of you. Drawing your hands in towards heart center. And just setting an intention for yourself for today's class. Maybe that is to be connected to your breath, to move freely in your body, whatever your intention is today, just sitting with that and sealing it in. Beginning to flutter your eyes open. Drawing your hands over your knees and begin to rock forward, shifting onto your shins, rolling over into tabletop position. Just starting our cat-cow breaths here. As you inhale, dropping your belly down towards the earth, letting your crown of the head shine up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tucking your hips, rounding through your spine, curling your chin to your chest. Again, inhale, dropping your belly, shining the crown of your head. And exhale, tucking and rounding. Now just beginning to take a couple barrel rolls here. As you inhale, dropping your chest down towards the earth. And exhale, starting to create circles with your body. Just going at your own pace, allowing your spine to move freely. Maybe you take some bigger hip circles, allowing your left hip to drop down towards the mat. Your right hip over towards the right side. And just taking some bigger hip circles here. Reversing your circles, going the opposite way. Opening your knees wide, sitting your hips back for child's pose, allowing your forehead to reach the mat. Coming back to your breath. Now beginning to take a flowing child's pose. As you inhale, begin to round through your spine, dropping your hips down towards the earth and allowing the crown of your head to go up towards the sky. As you exhale, sitting your hips back to child's pose again. Now just moving with that flowing child's pose as you inhale, tucking and rounding through the spine, allowing your hips to drop down towards the mat, extending your legs wide, and exhale, sitting your hips back to child's pose. A few more times here, just going at your own pace. Beautiful. After you finish this round and make your way back to child's pose, just pause there for a second. Inhale, coming to tabletop position. And then as you inhale, your right arm goes up towards the sky, reaching up. And as you exhale, threading the needle, your right arm comes underneath the left, allowing your right ear to drop down to the earth. Inhale, right arm goes back up towards the sky. And exhale, your right hand meets the left. Moving on to the other side this time. Inhale, left arm rises up towards the sky. And exhale, tucking and rounding. Your left arm rests underneath the right. Left ear comes to earth. Hi, Wendy. Inhale, left arm back up towards the sky here. And as you exhale, your left hand meets the right. Tucking your toes underneath you. As you exhale, lift your hips up towards the sky for our first downward facing dog of the day. Begin to pedal your feet out, shaking your head yes, shaking your head no. Just finding any movement here, just getting loose in your downward facing dog. We're going to begin to find a little bit more movement now. So as you inhale, shifting your weight forward, bending through your knees, taking just like a little down dog wave here. So bending through your knees, letting your knees hover over the mat. And as you exhale, lifting your hips back up towards the sky. So doing that again, inhale, shifting your weight forward into your hands, bending through your knees, letting them hover. And exhale, lifting your hips up towards the sky. Begin to walk your feet towards the top of your mat, in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shins. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. Standing mountain. And now here we're going to take our right hand to our left wrist as you step your left foot behind you. Exhale, opening up the left side here. Inhale, back to center. Switching sides, left hand comes to right wrist. Your right foot steps behind you. Opening up. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, cactusing your arms open. Inhale back up towards the sky. And every once in a while, I'll turn to face this way so you see me, but you can just stand facing towards the top of your mat, whatever way it is. Awesome. So again, moving through that flow one more time. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Your right hand comes to left wrist. Your left foot steps behind, pulling onto your left wrist, opening up that side body here. Inhale back to center. And exhale, switching sides. Left hand comes to right wrist and your right foot steps behind. Inhale back to center, cactusing your arms open wide. Inhale back up towards the sky. And this time as you exhale, hinging at your hips, drawing down your midline, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold, lowering your hands down to the mat, stepping your feet back to plank posture. Moving through our first vinyasa here at your own time. Begin to lower through this tricep push-up, taking your chaturanga down towards the earth. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg rises up and back towards the sky. This time I want you to walk your hands in towards your feet in your downward facing dog. Begin to just slowly walk them back, keeping your right leg lifted. Now you are in standing splits. Beautiful. Exhale, lowering your right foot down to meet the left. Now you should be towards the back of your mat. Inhale, sitting your hips back, bending through your knees. Rise your arms up to chair pose. Beautiful. Sinking a little bit deeper here, just checking your alignment, making sure you can lift up all 10 toes, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Now that we're in this chair pose, begin to shift your weight in towards your right foot. Step your left foot forward towards the top of the mat. Coming into a lunge, and then lowering your right knee down to the earth. Lowering your hands down to the mat, framing your left foot, and begin to shift your weight back, just extending through your front leg here. Half splits here. Inhale, lengthening up. And as you exhale, just lowering down. Nice job. Can find a little bit of movement here, maybe rocking back and forth. Shifting your weight forward back into your left knee. Keeping that lunge here. Tucking through your back toes, lift your back leg up off the earth. Step your left foot back to meet the right. And now we're back in our plank position, taking your vinyasa, again, through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And we meet in downward facing dog. Pedaling out your feet. Again, finding your breath here. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. We're going to move on to the other side here. So in your downward facing dog, begin to walk your feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. Taking those side body bends here again. So taking your right wrist over towards the left. Your left foot crosses behind you, opening up through the side body here. Inhale back to center. And exhale, switching sides, left hand to right wrist, right foot behind. Inhale back to center, cactusing your elbows wide. Inhale back up towards the sky. Exhale, hinging at your hips, drawing down the midline, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. And exhale, lowering your hands down to the mat. Step or float your feet back to plank pose. And moving through your chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Beautiful. This time, inhale, left leg rises up and back towards the sky. Begin to walk your hands in towards your feet. Little bit of a balance pose here, moving into standing splits. Exhale, lower your left foot down to meet the right. Moving into chair pose here, sitting your hips back, knees are bent. Inhale, rise your body up. Checking your alignment here again. Can you lift your toes? Can you sink a little bit deeper? This time, shifting your weight into your left foot. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward, coming into high crescent lunge. Beautiful, lowering your back knee down to the earth, and tucking your toes, and sitting your weight back, extending through your front leg. Inhale, lengthening, and as you exhale, folding deeper over your right leg. Shifting your weight forward into your right foot, framing through your right foot here. Tucking your back toes, lifting your back knee up off the earth. As you exhale, step your right foot back to meet the left. Moving through your vinyasa again, and we meet in downward facing dog. Knowing that at any time you can modify your vinyasa, you can skip it altogether, whatever you're needing, but we'll meet in downward facing dog. Lowering your knees down to the earth, sitting your hips back for child's pose, allowing your forehead to meet the mat. Coming back to your breath here. How are you guys doing? You want to give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me and doing well? Okay, yay! I told Barbara this is my first time teaching Zoom, Wendy, so thanks for sticking with me. Awesome. Okay, continuing in your child's pose for a second. We're going to move through that flow one more time on each side, and then we'll move on to something a little bit different. So as you inhale, begin to round through your spine, coming into tabletop position. Tucking your toes underneath you, sitting your hips up towards the sky for downward facing dog. Settling out your feet. And as you inhale, begin to walk your feet forward in between your hands towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. Taking those side body bends here. Right hand comes to left wrist. You know where we're going. Opening up. Inhale back to center. Switching sides here. Right leg crosses behind the left. And inhale back to center. Opening your arms wide, cactusing your elbows. Inhale back up towards the sky. Exhale, hinging at your hips, drawing down the midline, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Lowering your hands down to the earth, stepping or floating your feet back to plank. And moving through that 3-part series, taking through your chaturanga. And we meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises up and back. And begin to walk your hands in towards your left foot. Standing splits. Exhale, lowering your right foot down to meet the left. Sitting your hips back, bending through your knees. Inhale, chair pose. Shifting your weight into that right foot as you step your left foot forward. Coming into high crescent lunge. Lowering your back knee down to the earth, untucking your toes. Lowering your hands down to frame your left foot. And as you exhale, sitting your weight back, extending through your left leg. Inhale, lengthening, reaching up, and as you exhale, folding a little bit deeper. Shifting your weight forward into your left foot. Drawing your left knee back to meet the right. Mixing it up a little bit, keeping your hips high, walking your hands out in front of you, melting heart position. Sliding forward onto your belly. Tenting your fingertips near your ribs. And as you inhale, we're rising up to cobra. Just baby cobra here, making sure not to use just your hands. If you could lift your hands up off the earth to use your back muscles. Baby cobra. Exhale, lowering down. Cobra again, inhale, lifting up just a little bit. And exhale, lowering down. This time, lowering your full palms down to the earth. You can take cobra or up dog. So as you inhale, lifting all the way up. And exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Okay, let's move on to the other side. As you inhale, begin to walk your feet towards the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. High mountain. One more time with those side body bends. Right hand grabs hold of left wrist. Left foot steps behind. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, switching sides. This time your right foot crosses behind. Inhale, back to center. Cactusing your arms wide open. Open heart here. Inhale, back up towards the sky. Exhale, hinging at your hips, drawing down the midline, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Lowering your hands down to the earth. Step or float your feet back. And moving through that vinyasa or skipping it, whatever feels right to you. But we meet in downward facing dog. Nice job, guys. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg rises up and back this time. And as you exhale, begin to walk your hands in towards your right foot. Standing splits. Exhale, lowering your left foot down to meet the right. Bending through your knees, sitting your hips back. Inhale, rise your body up to chair. Sinking a little bit deeper here. This time, shifting your weight into your left foot. Begin to step your right foot forward. High crescent lunge. Lowering your back knee down to the mat. Framing your right foot. Shifting your weight back to flex through your front leg here. Inhale, lengthening, and exhale, folding deeper. Shifting your weight forward into your right foot. Again, switching it up a little bit. Draw your right knee back to meet the left. Keeping your hips high, walking your hands out in front of you. Anahatasana, melting your heart down towards the earth. You can rest your forehead on the mat or your chin on the mat. As you exhale, sliding forward onto your belly. Tenting your fingertips near your ribs. Inhale, lifting up to cobra. Again, can you lift your hands off the mat? Just baby cobra here. Exhale, lowering back down to the earth. Inhale again, baby cobra. Just using the back muscles. And exhale, lowering all the way down. This time, full palm, cobra or up dog. Inhale, pressing up. And exhale, meeting in downward facing dog. Lowering your knees down to the mat, spreading them wide, sitting your hips back for child's pose. Just coming back to your breath here. This is a good time if you want to grab a drink of water or just continuing to find your breath. All right, we're going to keep moving here for a minute. So as you inhale, begin to tuck and round through your spine, coming into tabletop position. Tugging your toes underneath you, and as you exhale, lifting your hips up towards the sky for downward facing dog. Begin to walk your feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sitting your hips back, bending through your knees, rise your body up to chair pose. Sinking a little bit deeper, again, checking your alignment. As you exhale, reach your right arm out in front of you and back behind you, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, back up to chair. Left arm sweeps out in front of you and back behind you, looking over your left shoulder this time. Inhale, back up to chair pose. This time, both arms sweep out in front of you and back behind you. Maybe coming to your toes here for drinking bird, lifting your heels up off the earth. Little bit of balance. Inhale, if you're on your toes, staying on your toes. Woo, drawing your arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, I want you to just throw it out. Opening your mouth, just letting it all go. Doing this 2 more times. Inhale up and exhale, just throwing it out. 1 more. And then inhale back to chair pose. Shifting your weight into your right foot. When you're ready, step your left foot back to high crescent lunge. Turning your back foot parallel to the mat, begin to cartwheel your arms open to warrior 2. Flipping your front palm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior here, drawing your right base up towards your right ear. Inhale, back to warrior 2. 1 more time, inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, moving to extended side angle. Your right forearm comes to the top of your left thigh. Your left arm goes up towards the sky. Beautiful. Inhale back to warrior two. Turning your front foot parallel to the long edge side of your mat. So now we're inhale up to star position. As you exhale, drawing your hands down the midline for a wide-legged forward fold. Letting your neck hang loose. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, folding a little bit deeper. Begin to walk your hands along the long side of your mat, beginning to frame your right foot. Coming into a lunge position here. Keeping your left hand grounded to the earth. Inhale, right arm goes up towards the sky for dragonfly twist. Exhale, lowering your right hand down to frame your right foot. Stepping your right foot back to plank. And moving through a vinyasa, going through chaturanga, to upward facing dog. And we meet in downward facing dog. Begin to walk your feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bending at your knees, sitting your hips back. Inhale, rise your body to chair. Right arm sweeps out in front of you and back behind you, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, back up to chair pose. Exhale, left arm sweeps out in front of you and back behind you, looking over your left shoulder this time. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, this time both arms sweep out in front of you and back behind you. Coming into drinking bird, so coming to your tiptoes if that's available to you. Little balance here. Inhale, rising your whole body up, staying on your tiptoes. Arms go up towards the sky. And as you exhale, throwing it out. Opening your mouth wide. Few more times here. Inhale up, exhale out. On your last one, meeting back in chair pose. This time, shifting your weight into your left foot. As you exhale, step your right foot back to high crescent lunge. Woo. Falling over here. Turning your back foot parallel to the mat. Opening your arms up like a T, warrior two. Flipping your front palm towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, drawing your left bicep towards left ear. Reverse warrior. Exhale back to warrior two. Inhale again, reverse. And exhale, coming to extended side angle. Your left arm comes to your left side. Inhale, right arm goes up towards the sky or reaches out towards the top of your mat. Inhale back to warrior two. Turning your front foot parallel to the long side of your mat. As you inhale, sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. Drawing down the midline, hinging at your hips, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Begin to walk your hands along the long side of your mat. to frame your left foot here. Keeping your right hand planted on the earth. Inhale, left arm goes up towards the sky for dragonfly twist. Exhale, lowering your left hand down to the earth. Step your left foot back to plank. And then again, either skipping this vinyasa, moving through it at your own pace, but we meet in downward facing dog, whatever your body is needing. Once you're in downward facing dog, go ahead and lower your knees down to the earth, sitting your hips back for child's pose. I'll kind of let you guys decide. Do you want to move through that one more time, or do you want to start slowing down a little bit? You can give me a thumbs up for like keep moving, or thumbs down if you want to keep like slow down now. Okay, we're a little contradicting here. I got one thumbs up, one thumbs down. You want to? You guys are so funny. Okay, we'll move through it one more time. Let's move through it one more time and then we'll start slowing down a little bit. Awesome. Begin tucking and rounding your spine, coming into tabletop position. Tucking your toes underneath you, and as you exhale, lifting your hips up towards the sky for downward facing dog. Begin to walk your feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bending at your knees, sitting your hips back. Inhale, rising up to chair position. Exhale, sweeping your right arm out in front of you and back behind you, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, left arm sweeps out in front of you and back behind you, looking over your left shoulder. And inhale, back to center. This time, both arms sweep out in front, back behind you, coming to your tiptoes for drinking bird. Rising up, rising your arms up towards the sky, staying on your tiptoes here. And as you exhale, throwing it out. Inhale back up towards the sky, and exhale, throwing it all out. Leaving it all on the mat today. One more time, and then we meet in chair position. Shifting your weight into your right foot. Begin to step your left foot back towards the back of the mat. High crescent lunge. Turning your back foot parallel to the mat. Opening your arms out like a T, warrior two. Flipping your front palm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, back to warrior two. Again, inhale, reverse. And exhale to extended side angle. Your right forearm comes to your right thigh. Inhale, left arm up towards the sky or reaching out towards the top of your mat. Inhale, back to warrior two. Turning your front foot parallel to the mat. Moving into star position. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. As you exhale, hinging at your hips, drawing down the midline, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, back, flat back. And exhale, folding a little bit deeper. Beginning to walk your hands along the long side of the mat, pivoting to frame your right foot. I'm gonna add one thing here. So once you're framing your right foot, inhale, rise your body up to high crescent lunge. Nice. Let's take a little bit of a twist here. So drawing your hands in towards heart center, begin to twist your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Nice job knowing it. If any time you can lower your back knee down to the earth or keeping it lifted. Beautiful, untwisting, coming back to high crescent lunge. Lowering your hands down to the mat, framing your right foot. Keeping that left hand planted. Inhale, right arm goes up towards the sky, dragonfly twist. Exhale, your right hand meets the floor. Step your right foot back to plank. And again, meet me in downward facing dog, either moving through your vinyasa. One more time through together, we got this. Begin to walk your feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Sitting your hips back, bending through your knees. Inhale, chair pose. You know where we're going. Exhale, your right arm sweeps out in front of you and back behind you, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, left arm sweeps out in front and back behind you. And inhale, back to center. Moving into drinking bird, both arms out in front. Back behind you, coming to your tiptoes here. Inhale, rising all the way up. And as you exhale, throw it all out. Last time. Few times here. We meet in chair pose on your last round. Beautiful. Shifting your weight into your left foot this time. Step your right foot back down to the earth. High crescent. Moving into warrior two, turning your back foot parallel. Opening your arms up like a T. Warrior two. Flipping your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. Again, one more time. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale. Extended side angle, left forearm to left thigh, reaching out over top. Beautiful. Inhale, turning to star pose, turning both of your feet to go towards the long edge of your mat. And exhale, hinging at your hips, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, folding a little bit deeper in your wide-legged forward fold. Beginning to walk your hands along the long side of your mat. Framing your left foot. Last little push here. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Taking that twist, drawing your hands in towards heart center. Your right elbow comes to the outside of your left knee. Again, taking any modifications you need. Inhale, back up to high crescent lunge. Exhale, lowering your hands down to the earth, keeping your right hand planted. Inhale, dragonfly twist, left arm up towards the sky. And exhale, lowering your left hand down to bring your left foot. Step your left foot back to plank. This is your last vinyasa. Take it how you need. Meet me in downward facing dog. And once you're there, lower your knees down to the earth, sit your hips back for child's pose. We made it through the hard part. Now we get to calm down a little bit. Now we get to come back to center, back to our breath. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank your body for moving hard. We're almost finished here. Once you're in your child's pose, we're just gonna close out, coming into tabletop position. Just a few more things. Tucking your toes underneath you, sitting your hips up towards the sky for downward facing dog. As you inhale, your right leg rises up and back towards the sky. And as you exhale, drawing your right knee towards your right wrist, turning your shin parallel to the mat, coming into pigeon position. Now, before I like to sleep my pigeon, I like to lengthen up, reaching the crown of your head up towards the sky. And as you exhale, walking your hands out in front of you, sleeping your pigeon. Becoming aware of the sensations in this position. We store a lot of our trauma and our emotions in our hips. So when we can finally dive into our hips a little bit, we can allow them to be present. Allow those emotions to come up without judging them, without shame towards them. Just fully embracing them. A couple more deep breaths here in your pigeon pose. Beautiful. Wherever you're at, releasing your pigeon or your crossed leg and meeting me back into a tabletop position to just move on to the other side. If you guys want to stay where you're at with your leg crossed over in that figure four, that's totally fine. We can stay there. We're just going to move on to the other side. So if you want to continue in that figure four, you can stay onto your back, crossing your left leg, flexing through your left foot, threading that needle and drawing it in. Tuning into your breath here. And when you're ready, releasing the grip, uncrossing your ankle, drawing both of your knees into your chest, giving yourself a big hug here, maybe rocking side to side. Teeing your arms out to open up to each side here. And as you exhale, allow both of your knees to drop over towards the right side, looking over your left shoulder for a spinal twist. To take this a little bit deeper, you can take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Inhale, drawing your knees back into center. Switching sides here, opening your arms up to a T and letting your knees drop over towards the left side of your mat this time. Taking your gaze over your right shoulder. Drawing your knees back into your chest. Giving yourself one big hug here. Moving into happy baby posture. So peace fingers either come to big toes or to the outside of your feet. Drawing your knees down towards the earth. Maybe rocking side to side, back and forth. Giving yourself a nice little back massage here. When you're ready, releasing the grip and extending both legs out in front of you. Letting your palms come to the side of your body, either facing up for receiving or down for grounding. Moving into our last and final posture of the day. Coming into our Shavasana and allowing yourself to be here for just a few more minutes. Taking a few more minutes out of your day. We did the hard part today. We got through it. We continued to connect to our breath. So allow yourself to receive. I will guide you out when we're ready, and we will end right on time, knowing that you have this time to just be. Beginning to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, maybe swallowing. Coming back to your breath here, back to your body. And you can either stay here or rolling over to your right side into a fetal position. I like to end all of my classes in a fetal position. Because fetal position is the position of rebirth. It's the position of restarting, of renewal, knowing that every day is a new opportunity to try again. Every day you can start over. Knowing that with whatever the day holds, whatever may come after this, tomorrow will always come again. When you're ready, just meeting me in a nice, easy seated position to seal in class together. Keeping your eyes closed. Drawing your hands down towards your knees. Drawing your hands down towards your root chakra, down towards the base. Allowing your palms to face up towards the sky. And as you inhale, rising your palms up the front of your body. And once you meet the point between your eyebrows, your third eye, extend your arms out in front of you, reaching out. Feeling the space that you've created today, the energy you're able to give. Drawing your hands back towards your root. 2 more times here. Inhale, rising up the body. And exhale, extending out in front of you. Inhale 1 more time, rising up. This time I want you to extend your arms out towards the sides, opening your chest wide, opening your heart, feeling the space that you have created, the space to receive, to give. And as you exhale, drawing all of that energy you created today back in towards your heart center. Placing your right hand over your heart, your left hand on top. Thanking yourself for showing up today, for taking an hour out of your day. Thank you for practicing with me today. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That was
Yeah.
great.
Good. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, what's your name? I'm sorry, I joined late.
You're good. I'm Zoe.
Zoe. Okay,
Yeah.
that was fantastic. Thank you so much. You did great.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm just subbing for Katie today. But yeah, I'm looking to hopefully start teaching some more Zoom classes here soon. I teach once a week right now in Sugar House where Katie teaches at the local co-op. I teach every Sunday morning at 8:30 to
Okay.
9:30. But yeah, I am looking to expand my teaching, and so hopefully I'd love to see you guys again and see you in a Zoom class possibly sometime. But
Yeah,
yeah,
awesome. Okay, well, good luck. Yeah, maybe hopefully we'll see you soon.
yeah, absolutely. Sounds good.
Okay. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Thanks
Have a good rest of your day. See you guys later. Bye.
again. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.